chemistry is there carbon hydrogens. Carbon hydrogen are there generally backbone of the organic chemistry. Okay, due to the some of the reasons are there. Okay, the reasons are there. The carbon containing allotropic form are there. The carbon containing catenations. Then carbon is a formation of the tetravalency are there. Okay, these are all are there. Possibility facts are there. They can carbon is there backbone of the organic chemistry. Okay, now there today class is there. Discuss about the structural representation of organic compound. Okay, structural representation of organic compound. Then some of the organic compounds are there. Okay, that are called open chain of the organic compounds. Then cyclic chain of the organic compounds also there, as well as branching chain of the organic compounds are there. Okay, that means depends upon their single bond and double bond and triple bonds, as well as ring containing. There are different type of classifications are there presented in organic chemistry. Okay, that open chain में particularly alkanes है बेटा. Okay, that means saturated hydrocarbons and unsaturated hydrocarbons also there. Okay, saturated hydrocarbons is nothing but that carbon containing. Okay, particularly best example of saturated hydrogen. Okay, single carbons are there. It is called as methane. Okay, that means C1 carbon है बेटा. Then C2 carbon as well as C3, C4, C5, C6 है. Then C7 also there, C8, C9 as well as C10 also there. Okay, that means here today class is discuss about the representation of organic compounds. Okay, representation of organic compounds are there. There are different type of representation a bit. Okay, one is generally molecular formula representations. Then another is called generally condensed. Okay, condensed type of representation beta. Then another possibility is there expanded. Okay, expanded representation also there. Finally, Lewis dot model also there. Okay, Lewis dot model. Last is there bond line notation also there. Okay, bond line notations. Okay, there are different type of possibilities are there. Okay, the possibilities are generally molecular formula of representation, condensed formula representation, expanded formula representations. Then fourth wala is there generally Lewis dot representation also there. Fifth wala is there generally bond line representations. Okay, now there here that open chain structures particularly there are three types. Okay, there are three types. One is generally saturated hydrocarbons, another is generally unsaturated hydrocarbons. Okay, saturated hydrocarbons are called as generally alkanes. Alkanes also there. The general molecular formula of alkanes are there. Particularly here CN hash 2N plus 2 also there. All are there. Saturated hydrocarbons it undergo sp3 hybridization beta. That structure or geometry is generally tetrahedral like geometry also there. Then it particularly bond angle is especially 109 28 minutes hai beta. Then last is there bond length are there. Here 1.54 angstroms also there. Okay, that means each and every okay saturated hydrocarbon and unsaturated hydrocarbons containing there are different type of general molecular form also there. Then structure also they different. Then bond angle also they different. Bond length also they different. Now there. Yeah. Today class also there how to represent by the C1 carbon 2 as well as C10 carbons. Okay, there are a lot of carbons are there. Okay, one is there meth as well as eth as well as prop as well as bute pent hex hepto octo non dec. Okay, meth eth prop bute pent hex hepto octo non decade. Okay, dec. Now there here the representation of the methane as well as saturated hydrocarbons are there. Okay, it is a single form of the compound. Single form of the carbon is called as generally methane. Meth also there as well as eth. Now prop also there. Bute, pent, then hex. Now there seventh wala hept also there. Eighth wala oct. Then ninth wala non. 10th wala deck also there. Okay, that means each and every carbons are there. Okay, C1 to C10. Okay, more than 11 or 12 13 20 100 भी रह सकता है बेटा. Okay, particularly ये compulsory आपको आना है C1 से लेके C10 also there. Okay, now there particularly here alkanes are there. Okay, alk is there generally it is denoted as C12 as well as C10. Air is there nothing but the single bonded compound. Okay, that means any type of hydrocarbons containing that center of carbon is there made up of a 4 sigma bonds also there. 4 single bond also there. Okay, the type of term is called as generally N. N is generally single bond, N is generally double bond, N is generally triple bond also there. Okay, that means there are number of possibilities. Sigma bonds are there. There are possibility of double bonds, means 5 bonds. There are possibility of triple bond is there called as a double. Triple bonds containing there are 2 pi bonds also there. Okay, particularly here is there methane. Okay, with plus N is there, it is called as methane also there. Particularly the general molecular formula alkanes also there, CnH2n plus 2 also there. Okay, CnH2n plus 2. Now there here general molecular formula N is there nothing but of the number of carbons. Okay, number of carbon, how many carbon? 1 carbon. Then 2 into 1 plus 2 also there. Okay, that molecular formula of methane is a CH4. Okay, molecular formula representation is a generally CH4. Now there Lewis dot model beta. Okay, Lewis dot model mein beta the center of carbon containing, okay, 4 hydrogens are beta. Okay, 4 hydrogens here, then hydrogens. Okay, hydrogens, that means equally sharing of bonds in between the 2 atoms. Okay, carbon as well as hydrogens are there list with covalent bond also there. Okay, list with covalent bond. It particularly is formation of the covalent bond. Now carbon containing 8 electrons, hydrogen containing 2 electrons. Okay, completely it is followed by the octet rule also. Okay, that means hydrogen it undergo helium configuration, then carbon it undergo generally neon configuration also there. Okay, it particularly noble gas configuration in chemistry is there generally. Even their total periodic table, even there by loss of the electrons, also there, as well as gain of the electrons, it go most stable form. Okay, that stable form is called as noble gases configuration as well as octet gas configurations. Okay, it is called as a Lewis dot model also there. Okay, now there here write with condensed as well as expanded also there. Okay, condensed formula. Now there it is called condensed formula beta. Condensed is nothing but of the CH4 also. Okay, all hydrogens also there near to of the carbon, center of carbon. Now there expanded formula notation beta. Formula notation, expanded formula notation. Carbon containing 4 hydrogens beta, 4 hydrogens. Next another is generally bond line notation beta. Okay, the representation is there in earlier examination asking whether here bond line notation type of questions are there. Okay, bond line notation is there particularly 1 is there. Okay, dot is there, the carbon containing there are 4 hydrogens are there. Okay, now second is there generally it plus an ethane. General molecular formula of ethane C2H6 also there. Okay, now there here is there generally condensed molecular formula is there generally C2H6 also there. Expanded molecular formula is there hydrogen also there, hydrogens. Okay, we see that center of carbon containing 1 2 3 4. Okay, it is called as tetravalence beta. 1 2 3 4 any carbons are there. Okay, even there one double bond 2 hydrogens, when there one triple bond 1 hydrogen. Here the center of carbon is generally valence is there 4. Now there valency also there 4. Now bond line notations is there, it is a bond line notations. Okay, now third one beta prop plus N also there, propane. Okay, that molecular formula of propane beta. Propane is generally C3H8. Okay, C3H8 condensed में भी बेटा generally C3H8 है बेटा. Then expanded में ले सकते हैं आप carbon, hydrogen, carbon. Okay, now bond line notations. Okay, here is there 1 2 3. Okay, 3 carbons. Okay, 3 carbon is called generally prop also there. Okay, now there but plus N also there, butane. General molecular formula of butane C4H10. Okay, now there condensed में बेटा CH3 CH2 now expanded में बेटा 4 carbon 1 2 3 4 carbon. The 4 carbon containing there are 8 hydrogens are there, possibility of the butane also there. Now there bond line notations. Okay, bond line notations are there 1 2 3 4 also there. Okay, that means with the prop of but2. Okay, but plus N butane. Now fifth wala beta generally pentane. Okay, general molecular formula according to the CnH12 plus 2, it is C5H12 beta, C5H12. Then condensed formula CH3, then CH2, CH2, CH3. Now there expanded में बेटा 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there are possibility of hydrogens are there. 12 hydrogens are there present by the n pentane like structures. Okay, now there are 5 carbons beta. Now there 12 hydrogens. Now expanded formula, that means bond length formula. Okay, bond length formula 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 also there. Okay, 5. Now X plus N also there. Hexane. Molecular formula of hexane is generally C6 as well as H14. Okay, C6H14 beta. Now CH3, CH2, 3 as well as 4, then 5 as well as 6 also there. Okay, there are 6 possibility of carbons are there. Remaining are there generally hydrogens are there. Okay, now expanded formula में बेटा 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there are 14 hydrogens present of the N6 carbon containing hexane. Okay, 6 carbon containing hexane है बेटा hexane. The condensed bond line notations 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 है बेटा. Okay, 6. Now there 7th वाला 7th is generally heptane also there. Okay, heptane. Okay, heptane containing general molecular formula heptane C7H16. Okay, C7H7 according to the CnH2n formula में अपन substitute करना बेटा. Now particularly condensed formula 1 with the ether, prop, bute, pent, hex, hept. Okay, hept also there. Okay, that means there are 7 carbons are there. But here the 7 carbon of the compound, condensed formula of compounds, they can converted by the expanded. Expanded में बेटा 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are number of hydrogens are there. Okay, there are number of hydrogens. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 also there. Okay, these are all are the generally possibility of the. Okay, that means any type of organic compounds are there. It is a representation of the general molecular formula representation. Then Lewis dot model representation. Then particularly condensed formula representation, expanded formula representation, and bond line representation. Okay, bond line representation.